So hello everyone, good morning. How are you all? So guys, now we are going to discuss the live test. And yes, this test was held from 24th April to 26th April. Now let us see what kind of questions are asked. And yes, this is regarding the main examination. So in the main examination, you will find the same type of questions. So you need to answer all of them. So what is the first question? The first question was, consider the following statements regarding the book Knife. That is, meditations after an attempted murder. So the first statement is given. What? So it is an autobiographical memoir written by the Nobel laureate Amartya Sen. Oh, that's totally wrong. So this is actually written by Salman Rushdie. So that's wrong. The book recounts the author's survival and recovery during recovery following a stabbing attack in 2022. That's correct, but it's linked with the Salman basically. So the option only B will be the correct answer, right? So actually there was an event in US and there an attack was there, so it's linked with it. So Salman Rushdie was attacked while on stage at the New York, right? Sorry, in the New York, right? So the book was the finalist for the National Book Award for the non-fiction in 2024. Fine. Next is with reference to the Gandhi Nehru Pact and Indian National Congress, consider the following statement. So Gandhi Nehru Das Pact helped in bringing the Swarajis closer to the Indian National Congress. That's correct. Because basically this Congress was divided into two parts. One was led by Chittaranjan Das. So he had its own concept. Gandhiji had its own concept. So they were going on different paths. But according to this pact, both came on the same line, on the same track, and basically accepted that CR Das team accepted whatever Gandhiji is saying, and Gandhiji is actually accepted there. So it was a mediocre path. So yes, that's correct. The Pact of Unity was ratified at the 39th session of the INC at Belgaum. That's all incorrect. It's linked with each other. At this session, Gandhiji announced the immediate launch of civil disobedience. No, how does it make sense? So that was in 1930, and when we'll talk about this a Lahore session, that was in 1929. So this year gap is there. If you know about these dates, it will be easy. So 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Yeah. Option number C will be the correct answer. Understood? Okay. So here, this is what I was explaining. So 1924, there was a significant internal rift in the Congress between no changers who followed Gandhiji's path for the constructed work and boycotted the legislatures. But here, pro-changers or the Swarajist, which was led by C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru, they wanted to enter the council to wreck the government from within. So according to this fact, they both came in the on the same track, right? So yes, that's the point. But this Belgaum session was there in 1924, as already discussed. Non-cooperation movement, right? So if I talk about the withdrawal of the non-cooperation movement, it was in 1922. So here the civil disobedience movement was in 1930. So it's have no linkage with it, right? So it came after the Lahore session of 1929. So you must remember these dates basically. So do not miss any of them, these things. Next, consider the following statements regarding the Vice President of India. Okay. So Vice President is the ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha. That's totally correct. We can link it with the Dhangar Sahab. Vice President can vote in the Rajya Sabha only in the case of a tie. That's right. Whenever there will be tie, so he can vote it. Vice President is removed through an impeachment process similar to the President. No, that's wrong. That's not correct. So here 1 and 2, that is option number A will be the correct answer. Right. Next, in November 25, who among the following clinched the men's 10-meter air pistol gold at ISSF World Championship in Cairo, becoming the first Indian to win an individual air pistol world title? So who was he? Saurav, Abhishek, Varun? No, he was Samrat Rana. So Samrat Rana will be the correct answer. But guys, please remember here there are few things like, so he won the prize in shooting, right? He claims the men's 10-meter air pistol gold at ISSF World Cup, World Championship in Cairo, and is the first Indian to win an individual air pistol world title. What's the answer? Samrat is the correct answer. Next, related provisions under Constitution of India are mainly contained in which part of the which of the following parts? Part 13, no. Part 14, no. Part 15, that's correct. So basically, what are other linked with? So part 13th is linked with the trade, commerce and intercourse across India. Part 14 is related with the concerned services under union in the states. Part 17, it deals with the official language of the union in the states, right? So That's all. Next is from the history portion. So the question is, which statement about Firoz Shah Tughlaq is correct? So he abolished jizya on all peasantry to encourage cultivation. That's wrong. He shifted the capital from Delhi to Allhabad. No, sir. Who was he? He was Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So that's not the answer. He levied jizya on Brahmins explicitly for the first time under Delhi Sultanate. That's right. Actually, this tax was not levied on Brahmins. So they were considered as the teacher. They were obviously the teachers, right? So Brahmins, it was not the concept as we see right now. In the Rig Veda, Brahmins are the ones who actually teaches, right? So Brahmins were actually exempted from it. But in his time, they actually started giving the text. He created Diwani Riyasat. Okay. So here the correct answer is option number C only. But here we have few points and you must remember them. I mentioned them. So one second. Yeah. See. Under earlier sultans, Brahmins were actually exempted from this tax. They were considered as the men of learning. Now, sir, there was a statement that he abolished jizya on all peasantry. It is incorrect. Firoz Shah actually upheld jizya collection. So this is the first point. Capital shifting was done by Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Diwan-e Riyasat, so the market control department was associated with Alauddin Khilji, not Firoz. So these are some important things you must remember. Talking about Firoz more, so he established Diwan-e Bandagan for managing the slaves and Diwan-e Khairat for charity. He repaired older monuments as well, like Ashokan pillar was transported and re-acted in Delhi. Okay, next. Next we have a body moving in a circular path with constant speed has dash. Tell me. And guys, we are aware of minimum 3 questions you will find from the science. So out of 25, we have a good portion from the science. That is 3+ questions are asked from the science. And now we have history, geography, polity, economics, current affair, among us all those. So if you have your basics clear from the science portion, you can get this answer. See, a body moving with a circular path with constant speed at dash. Now tell me, will it have zero acceleration? How is it possible? So if a body is in a circular, body is moving a circular direction, sir, this tangential direction, so velocity will constantly keep on changing. And when there is a change in velocity, there is obviously the acceleration. And when acceleration is towards the center, so that is centripetal acceleration. So answer will be option number A. So constant speed doesn't mean that constant velocity will be there. Why? Because velocity is basically a vector quantity, right guys? And vector quantity means what? Vector quantity means it has magnitude, also the direction. And here direction, because of the change in the direction, obviously velocity is also changing because the acceleration is there and it is taking place towards the center. So that is centripetal acceleration. Remember this. Perfect. Next. So here option number A was the correct answer. Next we have this. So consider the following regarding the soils and crops. So black soil belt of Maharashtra is noted for cotton. That's correct. We are aware of this. Red loamy soils of Tamil Nadu commonly support millets and groundnuts. That's again correct. Lateral soils of Western Ghats naturally very fertile for the paddy without any manure or irrigation. So that's wrong. So here we'll go with only and only option number 1 and 2. So 1 and 2 will be the correct answer. Fine. Next. What is the next question? Next is this. Okay, so it's from the environment now. What is it? The question is, in every ecosystem, the energy pyramid is upright. That's correct. So you can talk about the pyramid of energy pyramid, energy of biomass, sorry, pyramid of biomass. So they are all upright. And energy available to the high tropics level declines. That's correct. Because if you'll draw that energy level now, so you'll find that producers were having 100% of energy. When it moved to the next level, it remained just 10. After 10, so it became just 1%. After 1, only 0.1%. So it's 10% only is getting transferred. Even where biomass pyramids invert, so energy still drops up the chain. So this occurs because transfer is constrained by the second law and respiration losses. Ecological efficiency is low, so much energy deficits or dissipates as heat between the levels. So yes, it is giving the correct explanation of the same. So we'll go both A and R true, and R is the correct explanation of A. So guys, please remember what happens. I'll just explain it here also. Let's say here are plants. So producers are there on the first trophic level. Then we have primary consumer, then we have secondary consumer, and finally we have tertiary consumers. So from the 100%, it remains only 10%, 1%, 0.1%. So yes, this is energy law. Energy's loss is there. So you must remember this. It is again and again asked in the examination. So what we'll say? We'll say, sir, both are correct and it is the correct explanation as well. Next. With respect to the Kolam dance, consider the following statements and select the correct option. Okay. So Kolam literally means the dance of the guest. That's correct. So it is a dance usually performed in the ceremony called Chavi. That's again correct. It is performed during these significant cultural events to celebrate fellowship and unity. Yeah. So guys, here option number A is correct. That is, all three options are correct here. Next. So here we are talking about the India's performance in the Asian Youth Games, and we have to identify which of the following is correct. India achieved its first ever performance at the 2025 Asian Youth Games in Manama, Bahrain, securing sixth place in overall standings within 48 medals. With 48 medals. In 2025 edition, female athletes from India won more than half of the country's total medals and nearly 70% of the gold medals. What do you think? What is the answer? Guys, here both these statements are correct, and yes, we can go with option number C, right? So C is the correct answer. Next. Which ISRO launch vehicle employs the indigenously developed C-25 cryogenic upper stage and is now designated LVM-3? See guys, ISRO, that is Indian Space Research Organization, headquartered at Bengaluru. So whenever a satellite is launched, so we have some vehicles, launching vehicles. So do you know what is PSLV? So it is Polar Satellite Launching Vehicle, and this orbit ranges approx 200 to 1000 kilometer. But in our PYQs, it was given 800 kilometer. Remember that. For the GSLV, it is Geosynchronous Satellite Launching Vehicle. Its orbit ranges of 36,000 kilometers, 6 times the radius of the Earth. Here the correct answer is GSLV Mark MK third. So GSLV MK third is the correct answer here. More about it. So in the examination, it may be given LVM3, which was earlier known by this name. Next. Under which article of the Constitution of India does President have power to consult to the Supreme Court on the question of law or fact that is of significant public importance? Is it 131, 137, 143, 145? Guys, what is the answer? Please remember here the answer will be 143. But what about other options? You must remember that also. See. 131 deals with the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. 137 grants the Supreme Court the power to review its own judgment or orders. 145 deals with the power of the Supreme Court to make its own rule of the court for regulating its practice and procedure. So that's done. Next. The Tapti Valley is located between which of the following mountain ranges? Is it Vindhya Range, Vindhya Range and Satpura? Is it Satpura and Ajanta? Is it Aravali and Vindhya? Is it Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats? What do you think? What will be the correct answer? So guys, here the correct answer will be Satpura Range and the Ajanta Range. So what is the answer? The correct answer is going to be your option number B. Next. Which of the following two statements marked as assertion and reason? You have to choose the correct option. An increase in repo rate may reduce the inflation. That's correct. It increases the borrowing cost and reduces the money supply. That's also correct. So both A are correct. But guys, is R correct explanation of A? Just think about yourself. So guys, you will say, sir, obviously we can link it. So that's correct. So here option number A will be the correct answer. And here we can tick right. Ketones on reduction give dash. So it's from the chemistry now. Guys, do not get confused with the alcohol. If you'll go with this alcohol, you will get the wrong answer. Ketone reduction is going to give you secondary alcohol. So secondary alcohol is the correct answer. So more about it, secondary alcohol. So reduction of carbonyl group involves the addition of hydrogen across the double bond. So when ketone undergoes the reduction, the oxygen atom becomes a hydroxyl group and a hydrogen atom attaches to the carbonyl atom. And we are aware of what is OH. So OH is obviously alcohol, right? Okay. So carbon atom bonded to two other carbons and one OH group forms a secondary alcohol, and that's why secondary alcohol was the correct answer. Next. Chindu Bhagavatam, a performance similar to Yakshagana, is performed in which state? So guys, is it Telangana? Is it Goa? Is it Kerala? Is it Tamil Nadu? So the correct answer is going to be Telangana. What is the correct answer? Telangana is the correct answer. Next. So option number A is the correct one. Which of the following statement is correct about the Dravid style of temple architecture? See, Dravid style, that is mostly in South India. And in Dravid, you might have seen that this temple architecture is in this way, right? So that's not curvilinear. A is wrong. So this type of temples are found in Thanjavur and Kanchipuram. That's correct. So here, not one, only two. Only two, that is option number C is going to be the correct answer. So here, as already discussed, so they have Dravid style has pyramidal top. So pyramidal top I have already shown you. So Nagar style temples have curvilinear top. So second statement was correct. So they were built by Cholas and Pallava kings. Dravid temples have huge gopuram or gate. Each main temple has many subsidiary temples. So this style is known as Panchayatna. So temples of Thanjavur and Kanchipuram are built in Dravid style only. Right? Next. Next is this. So it's regarding bio. Okay. So intracellular digestion takes place within the cell in the food vacuoles. Yes. So vacuoles are the location where digestion takes place, storage takes place with the help of lysosomal enzymes. That's correct. This type of digestion is commonly observed in multicellular organisms like paramecium. No. Cnidaria and Ctenophora, that is actually non-chordates, right? They show both intracellular and extracellular digestion. That's correct. So 1 and 3. B will be the correct answer. What is the correct answer? B is the correct answer. And guys, if you have any doubts or queries, please let me know in the comment section. I'm waiting for you, same, right? Okay. So intracellular digestion occurs in the cell, mainly in food vacuoles. So where they use the enzymes supplied by the lysosomes. Cnidaria, like Hydra, you can take the example. Ctenophora, they perform extracellular digestion in the gastrovascular cavity, followed by the intracellular digestion inside the cells. Paramecium is not multicellular. Paramecium is unicellular, and if you are aware of this thing, obviously option can be eliminated, right? So intracellular digestion occurs inside the cell. Food vacuoles the site of intracellular digestion. Lysosomes provide the digestive enzymes. Intracellular digestion is common in unicellular organisms. That's why here you must remember paramecium is an unicellular, not multicellular. Intracellular digestion is evolutionary primitive. White blood cells digest pathogens intracellularly, and most higher animals rely mainly on extracellular digestion. So these are the few points you must remember them. Next. So here assertion and reason is given. You have to mark which one will be the correct one. So the Ministry of External Affairs, in partnership with the Government of Maharashtra, organized the inaugural BIMSTEC Young Professions Exchange Program in Mumbai and Pune in March 2026. That's correct. So no doubt about it. The next one is India seeks to strengthen the regional ties and foster innovation by providing a platform for young professionals from Bay of Bengal region to engage with its development model and technology system. So, guys, both are linked, and yes, option number A is the correct answer. So that's why A was the perfect option. Next, here regarding census 2011 definitions on workers categories, tell me which is correct. Statement 1 is a person who worked 3 months or more but less than 6 months is treated as a marginal worker. That's absolutely correct. No doubt about it. Second statement is non-workers include students, homemakers, dependents and those seeking availability for the work. So as both these statements are correct, so I'll go with both 1 and 2. So Census 2011 defines main workers greater than equal to 6 months and marginal workers less than 6 months, that is 3 to 6 months fall under the marginal part only. Non-workers comprise those are not engaged in any of the economic activity, that is source of income is not there. So here they can be basically like female worker, like they can be the students who have actually just passed the college and they have no work and all, right? So that's all from this question. Next, how many minutes is a standard professional football match excluding stoppage time and extra time? So it is of 90 minutes. That's obviously simple one. Which of the following assumptions was a central to the Mahalanobis model used in India's second 5-year plan? So rapid growth through export-led industrialization, immediate agricultural modernization as a primary growth engine, or is it long-term growth given by expansion of capital goods capacity? And the fourth option is priority to consumer goods industries for quick demand expansion. What is it? So the assumption, which of the following assumption was central to the Mahalanobis model used in the second 5-year plan? So guys, that is long-term growth driven by the expansion of capital goods capacity. Next, you need to match the correct options. Guys, now from the name itself, you can get an answer. Litho. We can link a lithosphere, that is with the soil. So soil formation, nutrient cycling. So guys, first C here is there. So these can be eliminated. Guys, hydro, water. So medium for aquatic life. So sir, second is linked with D, right? Atmosphere, weather process and gaseous exchange of life. So third A. And cryosphere, that is your option number B, that is frozen water regulating the albedo and sea level. So in this case, in the examination also you can go with the elimination. This is known as option elimination way. Okay, next. In April 2026, India surpassed which country to top the athletics integrity unit list of ineligible persons due to doping violations? So what is it? Kenya is the answer. So India surpassed Kenya to top the athletics integrity unit list of ineligible persons due to doping violations with 148 suspended track and field athletes, which is two more than the African nation. The latest updated list is for the period of April 1 this year. Russia took the third spot with 66 suspended athletes. So Indians are everywhere. Next, okay, so that's all from my end, guys. So guys, if you wanna ask any doubt or query, you can just ask me right now also. And for the recorded candidates, as we are seeing this recorded session, you can also ask me doubts in the comment section. Once I'll get free, I'll surely comment you there. Apart from that, if you want to join the live batches, so for the paid batches, what you can do, you can uh just come to the dashboard of the Oliveboard. Here you will find SSC plus Railway Super Elite, in which both Hindi and English medium courses are available. So just tap on it, and here you will find 1200 plus live sessions of all the SSC examinations, 600 plus live sessions of all the Arabic examinations, 300 plus concert videos, 900 plus mock test, typing test. All these things are present. So you just click on this enroll now option, and here this time we are getting the 2x validity and also 45% off. So what you can do, you can use this code, that is exam. So just apply this code EXAM, and once you apply this coupon code, you will get the maximum discount. That's all from my end, guys. So please take care, and for the examination, all the very best. One more update, guys. I'm taking the regular sessions at 8 a.m. daily, so you can join me live at 8 a.m. in the morning from Monday to Friday for the practice questions, and on Saturday we'll have weekly current affairs. So weekly current affairs we'll be discussing on Saturday. So please be live so that we can discuss everything. All the doubts can be cleared up at the same instance whenever you're having. So that's all from my end. Thank you, guys. Bye bye. Take care. Jai Hind. Love you all.